So you can kind of see there's like 3 little neon lights back there. That is the theater building. There was a big lit up sign for Century Theater back there where the shooting took place. And certainly I think as the day progresses and we continue to learn more, we're going to be talking about a case of domestic terrorism here. If the way witnesses are describing this to multiple 9 News reporters this morning turns out to be the way things are, it sounds like someone came in here with a deliberate plan to take lives. And that's certainly something that's caused a lot of alarm with police. We understand they do have someone in custody. We're not surprised that they're not taking any chances. We've seen SWAT vehicles roll into this area, a mobile command post. Nicole Vapp, one of our executive producers, was talking to us earlier about how they're sweeping the mall area, which would certainly give them a huge place to search. We can see a little bit of it from here, but clearly they don't want to take second chances with this. They want to make sure that they've got whoever is responsible for this incident in custody, that they have them, that the situation is contained. We have seen the police helicopter that was here is apparently left the scene. We're not hearing it anymore, so at least for the last several minutes they've suspended the helicopter search. It could just possibly be refueling or whatever. We'll have to wait and see if it comes back, but the fact that they're telling us they have someone in custody, they may be sort of scaling back and just doing sort of a second check at this point, because by all witness accounts, Kyle, this morning what we're hearing is that there was one shooter involved in this. But, you know, again, we get into this dialogue about domestic terrorism because you have an event where people are coming to midnight screenings, packing a theater to see a highly anticipated movie. There were 3 screens going here, and I'm sure there were multiple screens at pretty much every movie theater in the Denver area. So this would have taken some thought. It would be a place where you could have multiple targets all in one area, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of discussion throughout the day and days ahead into what exactly the motive was. What was the reason that this all went the way that it did this morning? But it seems like a methodically planned event. If what witnesses, again, we are hearing from multiple witnesses who were in there, that there was someone who was wearing a lot of gear, coming in armed and just taking people out in Theater 9. We understand there were 3 theaters, Kyle. I think you spoke on the phone with someone who was in Theater 16. I've spoken to a couple of folks who were in 8, and they say that the active shooting was taking place in 9, which is right next door, but that some folks in Theater 8 were hit by projectile, bullet fragments or whatever. It could have been shotgun blast through the wall.
A man about 6 feet tall, taller than her, kicked through the door, and he was in like she said, a riot helmet. She said had a bulletproof vest on. She said that he was completely covered in all black with goggles, and she said that after that point, when she saw that he was holding a shotgun, her and her boyfriend dropped to the floor and just kind of started to crawl to see if they could get away. They got up and they started to run through the emergency exit. She said that when she turned around, all she saw was the guy slowly making his way up the stairs and just firing people, just picking random people.